Welcome everyone, my name is Bimal Shah. Welcome to the biggest 90-day leap workshop. Today you're going to walk away with 5 stages to make the biggest 90-day leap in your business to achieve your 3-year goal in 1 year. How does that sound? Great, great. So my mission is to make pioneers out of entrepreneurs. And the way I do it is by helping them tie their 3-year goal to their 25-year vision and get them closest to their 25-year vision in the next 90 days. And my whole system is 90-day leaps. I built the 4-leap system. I'm the founder of 4-leap system. And the 4-leap system, we structure 4 different leaps in a year. And you get to your 3-year goal in 1 year. If you don't get to your 3-year goal in 1 year, additional leaps are on me for free. That's a guarantee. So as long as you do what I tell you, follow it, take the actions, you make the decisions that you need to help growing your business. Today you're going to learn about the 5 stages, and you're going to walk it. You're going to get some amazing. And our booth number is 333. And if you stop by, each one of you will get access to all of my books, 13 books. If you stop by the booth, you'll get a gift card, an Amazon gift card, $100 Amazon gift card. $100 sounds good for just showing up? Awesome. So you just make sure you stop by the booth to get the gift card, and you will get access to all the books. Okay? And I also get government grants to pay for them. So if you are a business owner and you qualify for a grant, how about you achieving your 3-year goal in 1 year and get something else to pay for it? Wouldn't you like your uncle to pay for it? Wouldn't that be nice? We have our uncle here. We're in this expo. They have a booth. IRS says.
What's the number so you can avoid it?
You can hear me. I don't need this mic.
So if the IRS has a booth there, that's good.
Everyone can see it? All right. So if you also take a screenshot, if you go to this link, this is also recorded, you will get a copy of the recording. So this whole presentation, you will actually be able to walk through, watch it, and build your 90-day leap. So when you go to this link when you're done, and you will see the recording, and you will also be able to build your 90-day leap. So that's what we have.
Oh, so just one more. You bring it back to somewhere.
It will come again.
Oh.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. So raise your hand if you worry about financial security. How many of you worry about financial security? Oh, sure. Competition? Okay, just one. All right, so everybody else have no competitors. Very nice. How about worry about compliance, legal aspects, taxes? One, that's a couple of people right there. Okay. How many of you would get free money? Come on, let's get excited. Come on, shake your hand. Raise your hand. Okay, there you go. Build a killer brand presence. All right, cool. And then you're going to walk about the 90 days, raving fans. You're going to get all of that as part of this process. Okay. Scan this QR code. You'd also get this 90-day leap. If you cannot scan, you already took a screenshot of the screen before. It goes to the same link, and you'll be able to build your 90-day leap. You get the recording. You will get all of that as well.
Yeah.
My biggest motivation is my family. So the reason why I exist, I named the company after my family, Rajparth. We have advisory, we have consulting, we have real estate. We have so many different companies. We do grants, we do hiring, we do marketing. So everything that can help you achieve the next 90-day leap to help you achieve a 3-year goal in 1 year. So anything that is required and essential to help you achieve that next leap, that next level of growth, we make it happen. Like most advisors, it's very easy to give advice, right? Anybody can sit on the other side and tell you, but it's very hard to do it, right? So I actually do it with you. I come in the kitchen and cook it. So we make it happen together, okay? A little bit about me to get the right people in the right seats together. I tell you a little story about myself. I came to this country with no money, worked 5 jobs to pay my own out-of-state tuition. When I graduated, I had 20 grand in savings. Most students graduate with debt, and every financial company was puzzled. Like, tell me how you did this. It's impossible for students to come here and have no money and then they don't graduate with positive cash flow. So, and then I told them, and then that's where I started. So I started my own business in the financial sector, and I started helping companies. As part of doing that, a lot of clients asked a lot of favors, which led into management consulting and coaching and training. That's where I built a 4-leap system, wrote 13 books. So it's a 13-book series, Becoming a Pioneer, step by step. Tells you exactly what you need to do day by day, week by week, to help you achieve your 3-year goal in 1 year. That book series actually becomes your book because you write it. I want you to make those books messy. You write it and circle in it, and that's how you make growth. That's how you make scalability. Make sense? Like it? All right, these are my book series. If you go by the booth, you will see these books, Becoming a Pioneer. You will get the $100 Amazon gift card. Now, what is a pioneer? What is the purpose behind me building this whole system of becoming a pioneer? I believe the only way to grow your business is to become the only one in your industry. That's the only way you can sustain growth. If somebody's going to outrun you, outsmart you, and kill you by competition, you'll be out of business. But the only way you can sustain scalability and continue to grow is if you are the only one who does what you do. So forgive my example. I am the only one that gets government state grants at the maximum level for businesses to achieve their 3-year goal in 1 year. I'm the only one that has a 4-leap system that helps entrepreneurs achieve that, because I built that. It's my own proprietary system. So when you do something that's your own, you scale exponentially. You no longer scale like linear growth, 10%, 20%. You scale 200%, 500%, 1,000% in a year. How many of you would like that? 2x growth, 5x growth, 10x growth, right? How many of you think that's impossible? That's BS. Nobody is. Okay, cool. All right, so you can join the Pioneers Club for $1, and you can get $1,000 worth of value by joining. So when you get the Amazon gift card, there is a link. When you go get the books, inside the book there is a link to join the club. So today you're lucky. You don't even have to spend $1 because you're going to get the $100 gift card. So once you get the gift card, get the books, join the club. And as part of the Pioneers Club, we meet once a month and we build a 30-day action plan. So you get to learn, collaborate with our entrepreneurs, and build and connect. How many of you like that? Good. All right. We're going to go over the 5 stages. So I founded the 4-leap system. The 4-leap systems. The first is the quantum leap. So how many of you feel like you know what's inside the ceiling? There are cracks on top of the ceiling. Can you see the cracks inside the ceiling? You don't, right? So most businesses have foundational issues, structural issues. So when you try to build a business, those foundational issues in the first thing that we discovered. These are structural issues, organization issues, foundational issues, and structural issues. Those are hidden. You don't see that. So that's the first thing. The second is the flow, where you see 500 to 800% productivity growth and output in your efforts. And we build that, we structure that for you, to measure it. Everything is measured every single day. You have 8 hours in a day. How many of you have heard or had experience that you talk to your team members or employees and say, well, it's been a while, it's not working out, I have to let you go. Or you feel that you want to say that, I've been trying it, it's just not working. Well, you should know that. Why would it take you 3 months or 6 months or a year to know that? You should know that the day it's not working. You should be able to decide if the day it's not working. Right? So that way you can scale. Self-managing company, a company that runs on its own. How many of you here would like to build a company that runs on its own? Awesome. So that's the self-managing company. And the fourth is the rinse and repeat, which is a sustainable leap. And we have a guarantee. So if you work with the 4-lead system, you guarantee to achieve your 3-year goal in 1 year, and as long as you take the agreed actions and decisions. They're very key. If you don't take decisions are key. If you don't make the decisions, you're gonna fail forward. You're gonna fail backwards. So that's why it's very important you take the decisions and we have a guarantee. If you do everything that we ask you to do and we work together and do it, you will see the next level growth. So these are some of the common challenges many people say. Your employees, operations, time in business, customers, capital that you said, profitability, technology, training, right? Anything that I missed here, any other pain challenge, 2 to 5 words that you want to share? Anybody else? Okay. All right, so I'm going to focus on the first one and tell you a quick story. But before we do that, how many of you are woman-owned business? Okay, 1, 2, 3, wow, 5, 6, okay, 7. All right, all of you, the first thing you should, how many of you are registered as MWB? 1, 2. Okay, so for those who are not, we actually do that for you. We actually register your businesses MWB. You can win a lot of contracts doing MWB. Because every business, everyone, and we do that for you. It's a flat fee structure that will do that for you. There are different grants. So when I get government to pay for it, I do it through a grant. I do grant writing and all of those resources. So there's federal grants, there's state grants, and there's project grants. So federal grants are like if you have not gotten the employee retention credit, $26,000 per employee, we do that. We're the fastest in the nation. 5 days, we beat Kevin. You know Kevin Sharkman? Yeah. Okay. He takes it long. We do it in 5 days. I beat him. But state grants up to $700,000 that you can get. And then customized grants are for project specific. So you can get project specific grants that can help you scale your business to the next level. Tell you a quick story about this. When I asked him, what's your biggest pain? Employees. What's your biggest challenge? Employees. What's your biggest frustration? Employees. So those 3 were different. When it came to biggest pain, it was accountability. He could not get his team members to be accountable. Okay, so that was his biggest pain. His biggest challenge was there was no system or process or structure to do the things that they wanted to get done. Which means they were missing SOPs. How many of you know what's an SOP? Only 2, 3, 4? Standard operating procedure. So SOP means standard operating procedure. This is the foundation if you want to make a business self-managing. Okay? If you want to make a business self-managing, that is the key. You need to have SOPs, written, documented SOPs that you can give to your team and they can follow it to a T and get it done. Then if you know if it's not working, the problem is in the SOP. The problem is not in the team. Okay? And the biggest frustration was culture, the employee culture. So if you don't have a proper culture, people don't behave right, people don't do things right, they can be toxic. So we built a culture, and that culture was named by the company. E standing for accountability, E standing for unique. Each alphabet stood for something. Everybody then wore that on their T-shirts on the back. They had that, and they practiced that. And we lived that every day. So that's a quick story. How many of you feel that cash flow is an issue? All right. So how many of you feel that if you have cash flow, you feel like you're in heaven? If you don't, you're like in hell? All right. So that's how cash flow feels. Okay. So there are 3 key things to cash flow: burn rate, run rate, and runway. Burn rate is how fast you're burning your cash reserves, meaning your savings, your investments. So if you're running a business, you're either taking capital, borrowing money. I would recommend first you try to build it with your own, so you don't have to borrow, right? Because the moment you start taking your debt, you have monthly payments and all of those. So if you're using your own reserves, how fast you're burning it. Because your business will eat whatever you give. It's non-stop. So if you put $1 million into this, it'll take it. If you put 10 million, it will take it. If you put your entire 100 grand that you have, it will take it. But if you don't know what to do with that money, it's gone. So be very careful with that. It's dangerous. Run rate. How fast you're running to improve your sales and your cash flow and your profitability. I was just talking to a person yesterday, who's running a business at 5% margin, and said, I want to scale my business 10 times. And before you scale your business, why don't we scale your net profit? You're running a business at 5%. We need to have a profit at 25% before we jump your sales 10 times, right? So run rate is important. How fast you're improving your cash flow, your sales and profitability. And runway is how long of a runway. You cannot take off on a business like this. Have you ever seen a plane go like that? No, right? So your business goes like this and then it takes off. So once you do that, you need to know how long your run rate is. So if your run rate is, let's say you know that you need to increase your run rate by 5%, you could have a run rate that lasts forever. Just an extra 5% increase in your run rate. Everybody get that? So increase your run rate, and your run rate will be forever. How many of you would like a run rate that's forever? So you can keep on growing your business. How many of you say, I have no money? All right, 6, 7. Well, first of all, I congratulate you that you have the guts to raise your hand and say that. So thank you. So I will show you how to make money with no money. How many of you would like to know that? Everybody. Now everybody's hands go up. All right, so it's the word cash flow. Oops, sorry. Cash flow gives you cash flow. K, but cash flow with a K. Knowledge. You have knowledge, you can seek knowledge. But people don't capitalize on their knowledge. I have seen people who read thousands of books there, but they only utilize maybe 1 or 2 of those books in real life. So knowledge is powerful, but seek knowledge that's in line with your imagination. If you just keep on seeking knowledge, free knowledge, free knowledge, free knowledge everywhere, you'll go crazy. If it's not aligned with your imagination and goals of where you want to go. So line up your knowledge with your imagination and your goals. A stands for attitude. It's the only word in English language that totals up to 100. If you take A1 and assign a number to that number in the alphabets, it's the only word that totals up to 100. So if you have a proper attitude, not that attitude that I'm talking about where you show an attitude, but the attitude that gets you business, okay, you will grow in business. How many of you believe that if you follow your passions, you'll make money? No, that's not true. You have to convert your passions into your skills and craft. That's what makes you money. Take your passion and see what's the skill set that I can develop that makes me the only one in what I do. That's it. Habits. Habits make you money. Habits also take your money. Habits also convert to profit. So look at your habits and improve your habits that will help you make money. Finish line. One of the things that I think was saying, I do have too many things on my plate and I don't get to do so many things. So I said one thing done equals money. I was talking to you, right, about that. So this is the problem. Entrepreneurs don't take things to a finish line. It is just work in progress. You cannot grow your business in with. Can you? You have to take things to a finish line. You have to. Once you take it, you see progress, you see results. But you have to take the right things to a finish line. Leverage what you get and leverage what you got. Once you do that, you will see how you can scale your business. And O is omnipresence, opportunities. So you're present everywhere that you want your customers are. Once you're present everywhere your customers are, you can grow a business and scale to the next level. And W stands for wins. You work more, or you win more. What should it do? Win more. If you win more, you work less. Which is what I told you, if you target 6 wins for the day, 3 short term, money in the bank, 3 long term, you'll see amazing growth every single day. This is how I can get money in the bank. This is how I can grow to the next level. But you need to define that next level. If you have no clue about what's your next level growth, how are you going to structure the win story? So you need to start with a clear vision. That's where it starts. A story where we helped a client who started with nothing and grew up to $1 million. So this is a client where we took him from almost zero to 50,000 restoration business and scaled it to $1 million this year. And so his first jump was from 50 to 200, 200 to 1 million, and that was what we did before cash flow. Another story on grants. Several grants that we received for the company, millions of dollars. They scaled from one location to another location. Now I'll show you the biggest mistake all of you make in your business. You want to know that now? No? Everybody stand up. All right. We're going to do a little exercise. See everybody stand up? Okay. No, you're not standing up. Come on. Why are you lying? All right. Jump. All right. So when you're trying to jump in your business, sit down. When you're trying to jump in your business, this is the biggest mistake you guys make. You try to jump standing up. How high and how far would you go? You wouldn't go that high or you wouldn't go that far. Right? You just saw that. You have to take 20 to 30 steps backward. You have to run up to a point. You have to be fit enough to do that. And then you can jump, right? Once you're strong. So that's, and I have a fitness test. If you want, stop by my booth and you'll get a business fitness test. And you'll say how fit you are in your business. And there are 12 functions in business. So when you say, I want to be an entrepreneur, everyone here is an entrepreneur? Business owner? Okay. So when you say to God that I want to be an entrepreneur, God says, awesome. Here's your 12 seats. Whether you like it or not, you have to take care of these responsibilities. These are responsibilities that come with being a business owner. And you can do a fitness test of how fit are you in each one of these functions in business. And once you're fit enough, you can make the leap. So this is an action leap scorecard with a client where we came to a value of $51 million. And this is how we structured the leap for the client. Each one was the highest. We took that leap, and for them, so 20 million was the highest, free of 15 hours. So that's what I did for her. We freed up 15 hours for her in a weekly basis. She had 7 meetings, boom, boom, boom. Money with proven CEO owners. So that's what happened. Another true story, best year in 25 years in business. We worked with them. We used the operational excellence. That's when we discovered the fitness test, that they were lacking in operational excellence. We built it high. They were sitting in a conference room. They had nice painting rooms and painting, on their wall. I took down all the paintings and put whiteboard on. The entire conference room, this size, was full of SOPs. I wrote it down for them and I built it for them. They drew pictures of it and then they built it on paper, and that's how the company scaled 6x in 1 year. So, operational excellence. I have a 5x guarantee, so you can get a guarantee if you work with us, 500% ROI. Nobody gives this guarantee. 500. Where else do you get a 500% ROI on a guarantee basis? Raise your hand. How many of you know that you can get a 500% ROI somewhere? Awesome. So we have a no risk 500% ROI guarantee. Stage 3 is VCR, your vision, capabilities, and reach. So this is where you structure your vision. This is a question. So if you go to that tool, you will have this 3-year question. So basically, it's like you're meeting me, and you have a magic wand. I wave a magic wand. What do you want to see happen? And you have a clear picture of what you want to see 3 years from today that will make a meaningful transformation, personally and professionally. Once you define that, that is your 3-year goal. One question that clearly defines your 3-year goal. Second is capabilities. So, quick story. How many of you know Elon Musk, right? Everybody knows Elon Musk, right? So, Elon Musk, before he built Tesla, what did he build?
PayPal.
But I'm talking how to succeed, how to make Tesla successful. What did he work on to make Tesla successful?
Sales. Cars.
Charging stations. He mapped out the charging stations everywhere, how he's going to build the charging, because that's his capabilities. He knew if I have charging stations, Tesla will be successful. Right? Just building an electric car. How many automakers today do not have nearly the capability of the charging stations as Tesla? Almost no. Right? And then he open access the platform of charging. So that's what he built first. And then he eliminated the middleman. I don't want dealers. I don't want to deal with dealers. He went to the malls, direct to consumer. So learning your capabilities makes you money. New and now, and future capabilities. Learn on your capabilities. Put deep thought on what capabilities you need to build. And many a times, how many of you are stuck on the how? Like, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do that? What's another word you can make from how? There you go. How many of you are stuck on the how? And the who? Reach. You need to reach your audience. You need to start with 5. 5 real great customers that you want to talk to that will build you great business, that will give you the biggest check. It's not the any check. Many of you, when you start your business, I'll take anything and everything to start a business. I'll take any money from everybody. No. Start with the one that you want, that's your ideal customer, that will pay you the ideal money per year. You need to know your initial transaction value, lifetime customer value, and annual customer value. 3 important numbers. If you know these 3 numbers, this is how I'm going to make it. The first shot, when they become the customers, is how much I'm going to make per year. This is how I'm going to make lifetime. You know these 3 numbers and you build your process around there. So another company where we scaled, they work with autistic kids, and we scaled to 3 locations by building a list of developmental psychologists. Because developmental psychologists give them autistic kids. So they were chasing anybody and everybody trying to grow their patient base. But the highest source of customers that they were getting autistic was developmental. I built a list of 350 developmental psychologists within South Florida. Boom. From 1 to 5 locations in a year. They didn't even need that many people. So it's the narrower your niche, the bigger your check. Make sense? All right, so everything else in the end gets divided into project, people, time, and money. And that's your blueprint for the next 90 days. And you divide everything in who's going to do what projects and what time and how much is the investment that you need to make. Another story with another client, they were lacking structure. They wanted to launch their product in the health insurance industry. They were launching a health benefit. We used the BPTM formula to scale their business and launch their company that had been stuck for 7 years. They weren't able to launch it. So 90-day leads and structure. Imagination is more powerful than knowledge. So in the end, you have, when you go to that tool, when you go to that link that I gave you, you will have the structure and you will get a recording of what we saw today, the whole presentation. So you can go ahead and use these 5 stages to build your own 90-day leap. And you will have in the end a written 90-day leap that you can follow and implement and take the actions. And you will have the actions that you need to take in 24 hours, actions that you need to take in 1 week, 15 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. So you will have a list of, these are the actions that I need to take to make the biggest 90-day leap in my business. So how do I work? If you want to start it free, I have lots of resources and tools that are free. They go up to, so I have digitized myself. So you can get a lot of me without having to pay me a lot. Does that sound like a good deal? Okay, so you can get workshops, webinars, books, resources, tools, thinking tools, all of that on my website. And you can use the company gift cards. If you come and spin the wheel, everybody's guaranteed to win on that spin. So you'll get a gift card. I also have masterminds and things, and 3-day masterminds and things that we do. I founded the Pioneers Academy. So we have the learning pioneers, the growing pioneers, and the scaling pioneers. So the learning pioneers are bootstrappers starting out, have no money. Growing pioneers, you built a business, 500,000, close to $1 million, you're in that range. So you're in the room of smart people. If you're not in the room full of smart people, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, right? So you're in the room with smart people smarter than you. So you can collaborate and work and grow to the next level. And then we have the scaling pioneers. And then we have the 4-leap system guarantee, where if you work on those 4 leaps, you get to the next level. Okay. Who has the first question? Everybody gets $100 for the question.
My name is Sherry. I'm from a company called Legally Clean.
Yes.
Weekly corner, so you have to. Free plug.
Is that a good question?
Very good.
Or a pitch?
My question is, does this work for businesses that are just starting, like new startups? I own a cleaning service, but I am thinking about launching something like that.
So I have a business starter kit. Okay. So
Yes.
So I've developed that just for people who are starting out, have little to no resources or no money and things like that. So you can use the starter kit that walks you through, helps you write a business plan. It has a business plan template. Everything's like structured. So you can just get that starter kit, get that up and running.
Okay, thank you.
Who has the next question? Get $100. Is that not a good motivation for a question? Yes.
What do you do?
So my initial reason I told you, my whole mission is making pioneers out of entrepreneurs. I am so frustrated with so many businesses failing every single day, even after 15 years, Bed Bath & Beyond closed, right? So many businesses, even big companies, small companies are closing because they're missing 4 fundamentals. Number 1, they're not the only one in the industry. Number 2, they're not growing exponentially. And number 3, they lack systems and people. So this is where I built this whole system that these 3 foundations will help businesses scale and grow to the next level. A great question. Thank you.
Again, my name is Sherry. I'm from a company called Legally Clean.
Wow. I'm going to take away that $100. No, you're not getting that.
So my comment is, I'm stuck thinking about borders and what you were saying in terms of scaling and not being able to see the vision and it's a move skeleton itself. And they closed them, and they were like the biggest bookstore in the country. And because they did not get into the digital book selling at the time when it was new, when someone brought it to them, they just found
So what I would say is don't make your business dependable on other resources. Make your business scalable based on what you have. So build your own resources, build your own, and I would say the biggest source is knowing your customer. Knowing who you want to be as a customer is the foundation. Step number 1, who do you want your ideal dream come true customers to be? That's a new message. So business, you need to be in the right market with the right message. If they're not calling you back, it's your message. All right. Yes, sir.
So my question is, does Legally Clean get $200 because she has 2 questions?
She had a pitch, so it's fine.
I get 100 because I just asked the question.
I'm sorry?
I get 100 because I just asked the questions. You get 2.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Legally Clean.
Yes.
So you guys offer grants for nonprofits?
Yes.
Can I have your card?
I think it's actually 3.3. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Which industry have you noticed like the most growth with their services?
So I have worked in every single different types of industry, from medical, pharma, technology, advertising, marketing, legal. So it's not that which industry, I mean, obviously healthcare and technology are always going to be in any given time frame, 2 core pillars that are going to drive future growth, right? If you think about it. So, but you can scale your business in any industry if you follow the proper fundamental structure and the process and the system. And you have to define scaling that means scalability to you. You may not be chasing $1 billion, you may be chasing the first million. You may be chasing 5 million, you may be chasing 10 million, whatever your goal is. Make sense?
So what's the equalizer for that? Because the needs of each of those businesses are different. The customer targets are different.
Right.
So are you talking about the messaging? You're not asking the right question. What is it that cuts across, regardless of whether I'm selling peanuts and it's selling houses? What is the unifier for us in order to be able to scale?
So one is, one of the things I mentioned earlier, write a full page essay as a start, like defining, who your ideal customer is.
Like a business plan?
No.
Different?
This is different. You're just writing, like, let's say for you name your customer Jerry, and I ask you a question, who is Jerry? Okay, you say Jerry is a married man with 2 kids, runs a business, his biggest pain is this, and you keep on writing and don't stop until you have a full page. Don't write big to make it to a full page. But write as much details as you can. Then you know what you want to say in that message. You understand Jerry better, and you find Jerry. And that's a starting point. That's a starting point. That's a equal. That's a unifier. All right. I think my time is up. And take 2 more questions. Opportunity to get $200. Who has the next question? Oh, you already went. I want to give someone else a chance. All right. Anybody else have a question? Yes.
For those of us that got here late, I apologize. How do we get more information?
Stop by my booth 333 and go to this link. You will get a complete recording of this entire presentation. So for those who came late, if you want to access this presentation, I'll take the next slide here in 1 second. Yeah, your biggest 90-day lead. Very simple to remember. I can do a QR code if you can scan. Right there. I don't know if this will work. Okay. Yeah, so take a picture, walk up here, come closer, get the recording, go to that tool, fill it out, you get the complete recording. One last question before you all leave. Anybody? Yes.
The grants, how you can use the grants in the business plan?
So we have if you scan that, there is a question that asks you specific questions about what grants you could qualify for. So we have a pre-qualification process. If you answer these questions, you get an email saying you qualify for X. And then if you want to take the next step, it will tell you the next step. All right? It's because of probably, yeah, it probably needs this here. Yeah, just take this photo out. You can take a picture. Down 333. All right, I think I'm going to start now. Thank you all for coming here. Just come down. Wait. Yeah, just come down.
Would you want for people to make they need to?